Hello everyone and welcome to Curve Digital plays Hotshot Racing. I am joined by devs from Sumo and Lucky Mountain, but they're going to introduce themselves because I want to get an advantage in this race.
Hi there everybody, my name is Martin Kirkley. I'm a lead environment artist at Sumo Digital.
Hi everyone, my name's Trevor Lay. I'm the creative director on the project and from Lucky Mountain Games.
I've realised something, Coop. So, as you know, we've spoken to the Hotshot Racing community to get some questions that we can answer during this stream. Now that we've got a couple of developers with us, we thought, okay, so we'll ask these questions to the devs. It will give us a bit of an edge on the track. Yeah. But I've got to look at the questions. I've got to read through. It's not going to go out how we planned.
So, yeah. Oh no, it really didn't go as planned, did it? But we will try because we've asked the community, and we're going to ask the questions because we feel the community has, we like you guys. We like the community. They're a very nice bunch of folks, and we know that they're hungry for all the information they can get. And even though this is the final lap, and I've just totally spun out. Ugh.
I might
as well take advantage. So,
I've got Martin right on me. Otherwise, it's going okay.
So, I'll ask the next question as I just totally ruined myself for this race. It's been mentioned that Hotshot Racing is running at 60 frames a second. Is that a locked frame rate, and will it maintain that frame rate consistently throughout the game? So feel free to answer either of you, whichever person feels best to answer it.
Hotshot is logged at 60 frames per second in single player mode on all platforms.
And I'm literally just catching up. Jack, feel free to ask the question while I'm catching up with everyone and looking terrible. And
are you still driving? Oh my God,
I'm trash! I'm sorry, I don't know why.
In classic arcade racing games, there was always the option to choose between manual or automatic transmission. Is that something you can do in Hotshot Racing?
Yes, it is. Yeah, you've got the choice to choose manual or automatic.
Excellent, just like the old days. I know we've talked about this a bit in the past, but I grew up on games like Sega Rally and Outrun. If not at the arcade, then some of the remasters that have come out over the years. And this totally harkens back to that, including things like manual and automatic transmission, I think.
Yeah.
I've never ever picked manual in my life, in my whole career.
I used to give it a go at the arcade because you got to use the stick if you were in the cabinets.
Yes,
yeah,
got that speed boost.
Yeah. In Daytona, you used to have to go from fourth to second or fourth to first to get the drift. In Daytona.
Oh wow!
Oh. I was never any good at it, but it just felt more authentic for me. It was I was too young to drive back then, so yeah, best I could do.
I've only had a driver's license for 6 months, so manual transmission is totally new to me anyway, so I'm not going to bring it into the game world just yet.
Could you imagine trying to bring it into the game and answer these questions and win at the race at the same time? I just don't think it would be actually physically possible.
Well, the great thing about these races so far is we are pretty neck and neck throughout.
We've got some real tight moments, haven't we?
Look at that. We've got, for those that might have noticed, we've got one of our colleagues, Nick Powell, who works very closely on Hot Shots with Trev. He's our silent partner, but he is pretty much on the tail of everyone at the moment. He's like our Stig.
Yeah, I think he's only in this to grief us, really.
He really is, isn't he? He's taking full advantage. So, on to the next question. How much customization is there with the cars?
There's.
I'm going to have to poke you every time, aren't I?
Yeah, too much concentration.
Yeah, so all vehicles have visual customizations for spoilers, bumpers, side skirts, wheels. You can even customize interiors like steering wheel, dashboards, the little things that swing from the mirrors, bobbleheads. You can also customize character suits as well. So, and they are unlocked. So a lot of them are unlocked at the start, but as you go through the game and you do the achievements, and you will unlock new parts and bits and pieces to customize your car as you want.
So is there any customization that if you see someone have it, you know that they're a true master of that Hotshot Racer?
Yeah. So basically, if they've got a customization, there's an achievement generally that might be associated with that one.
Nick literally just rounded me out the way.
So at the moment, there's no steering wheel support currently, and we will support motion controls on Switch. That's something as well with the customizations. You've got a massive range of palettes that you can choose for your vehicles. So there's loads of different colour schemes.
Literally using Martin to get the slipstream to try and get
There we
past all
go.
of you.
That's what I do. I hang back, slipstream, get some boosts.
It's very Mario Kart, that slipstream.
That's great.
Yes! Yes, I'm going to savor this moment because it's not going to last too long. See, I knew it!
You get such a good drift on that corner. It's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so now that I've messed up and everyone's
Dude,
overtaken
what was
me-
that?
Yeah, I know!
Life.
It's like, I got first place. It still counts even if I don't finish in first place. But I need to ask the next question, so I got to accept my fate, really.
Let's hear it.
Like, okay, where are we? What will the multiplayer look like in regards to things like private lobbies, online matchmaking, and so forth? I'll let you guys expand on it as much as possible because literally I want to try and beat you all.
Okay, we've got a pretty comprehensive set of multiplayer options. So we have a quick matchmaking, we have ranked matchmaking, we also have a public and private lobbies that you can set up.
Yeah, and you can customize the game as you want, so you can change how many laps you want to race, how many AIs. If you're doing any of the other game modes, you can choose who's going to be a cop or a robber. Oh man, I was losing!
Did I get that?
I was speaking.
And I'm back with the AI now.
I want to see the times on that. That was close.
Oh, my
Oh,
second
God.
lap was so good. So, Martin, I'm going to let you choose the next track because I want you to talk through some of the different designs of said track. I've just been picking at random recently, i.e. the ones I like. But I feel
What's your
that,
favourite?
you know, what's your favourite?
Yeah, what's your favourite track?
I'll be honest, we just played one of my favourites, the Dinosaur one. Cause,
I love that map so much.
it was Dinosaur one's got a good story because it was one of the last things we put into the game. Originally it was going to be another kind of temple track, and we kind of felt we've got a few temple tracks, and budget was tight, but we really wanted to do something, and we managed to convince everyone. We just used the word dinosaurs, and the animators, the character team were like, "Tell me more."
So
it was a great...
you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do Dino Track, but in mirror mode because I feel, you know, like we got a gist for it, and then hopefully that'll twist you all up a little bit. So then I have another advantage somehow.
You're starting at the back of the pack as well, Coon, so if you've noticed.
Always, because I'm so bad. Go on.
Yes, boosted.
Exactly what I needed.
Originally we were going to have more temples around here, but we realised we had a nice straight. Originally that was the start straight. We asked the designers to move the start straight around the corner, so we had a nice reveal for the gates opening.
Welcome to Dino Dash.
That's it. It was so it all worked out really well. We got the crash plane in there as well to give it the nice kind of a Lost World feel. It was a really good effort from the whole team, to be perfectly honest. You know, we had the character team had to produce a load of dinosaurs really quickly, which they did. They were fantastic. Our animation team had to then animate them all, which was, again, the turnaround was fantastic. And and obviously our audio guys as well. Not many of them had experience making dinosaur noises, so again they jumped at the chance.
Nick, I swear. Sorry, Nick literally just tapped my bumper and threw me off course completely. So how did you find kind of adapting the style of the game? Like, obviously Trev has a very particular style with Hotshot Racing. It's evolved, like the name might have evolved, but the actual art style is very distinctive. How was it like adapting it?
It was a challenge to begin with. Our engine was, our tool set is designed for more kind of like a high-end games. But once we got our head around that and got the lighting right, it started to look really good, really. the team got on board. Personally, for me, I really enjoyed it. I mean, this is aimed at the start of the games I used to play when I was younger. So Stunt Race Effects, Virtual Racing, games like that. So it was a joy to get on board and have a go at this. A lot of the artists as well found this quite relaxing to do the artwork because it's less intense. All the assets are coloured using vertexes, so there's not many textures being used. So the turnaround of making assets was quite quick, and that was quite satisfying for the art team.
So no UVing then?
No, there are a few textures in the game, but most of it is just vertex coloured. So we just paint the polygons in the software package, the modelling software package. So yeah, you can get some really nice models really quickly, especially when they're lit in engine.
No, I used my last boost.
I did the same.
That was close.
I think this leads quite nicely though into the next question, which was asked: is there going to be a simultaneous release on both PC and consoles?
Yep.
I like how Trev doesn't even say anything. He's just like, yeah. Just.
Yeah.
Oh no! Too much rev. Oh, cool. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted then.
On PC and consoles at the same time.
I don't know if you guys noticed that I've come last in the last two races, except our last race because I switched to Aston, who's my favourite.
Oh, okay.
Now.
Are you in the Yes.
and now Martin's
Sorry,
like,
Martin.
oh, now I know.
Totally. I looked behind and it would just smash me right off the road.
Oh no, I messed it up on the corner.
Yes! I don't have a boost. I don't have a boost.
He's done it on the last corner.
Oh,
That is payback for the last race.
And then there's just me who comes in fifth, and it's like, hey guys, I've come in now. Here I am.
Oh man, I needed that to be recorded. Right? I
Evident.
don't ever do it again. It's been captured.
Okay, so
we're
we've
gonna
got.
try any of the different game modes.
Oh yes.
Well, that's a great idea. Yeah.
Let's do cops and robbers.
Come on in.
You're a perfectionist. That's the problem.
So.
Right, here they come.
Right,
While they're doing that and chasing us down, I think. Oh, already getting knocked out. Is there going to be any real-world merch for people to use? Why did I just do this? What is wrong with me? Sorry, I span out. So, while I let that happen, let me ask the question properly. Will there be any real-world merch for anyone to enjoy in real life?
Yes.
Feel free. Yes. Will there?
Yes, there will be. So once we're in a situation where obviously COVID's calmed down a bit, then we can start looking at best ways to get those distributed and out to everyone.
And there's some really lovely stuff that we've got floating around in the office that I've seen. So it'd be really cool to let people have a look once we're ready.
Nick, I'm going to drive around the other way and I'm going to ram people head on.
I forgot that you can do that.
That's how I used to play Forza when I was losing.
You're one of those guys.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm just terrible. I don't know why I bother playing anymore sometimes. You know what? I'm going to just lay a barricade over the tightest spot. And then hopefully that will cause an issue. Let me just use...
Was that you, Trev?
Yeah, that was me.
There we go.
I know that Nick will be the one to take me down though. I won't see him all race, and then he'll come out of nowhere. Oh,
Let's just slow down. No,
I'm just taking everyone else out now.
I like the way my controller's pulsing now that I'm injured.
So, Trev, while we're trying to take down the robbers,
Yes.
you want to explain a little bit more about how this game mode works? Because I don't think anyone will understand from watching my gameplay anyway.
So in Cops and Robbers, you can you're allocated as a cop or a robber. If you're a robber, you have to get through the checkpoints to raise your bounty, and then if you're a cop, you have to do like a Chase HQ or Burnout style takedowns on their cars to damage them and deputize them, and then hopefully you end up with like a whole bunch of cop cars chasing after this one lone robber who's trying to get to the finish line.
I'll take fourth. I'm alright with that.
I'm not right with coming
Good
8th.
table.
I'm going to be honest. I forgot to
We
completely
have
change.
gone through all of our questions that we picked out, but if you guys do have any more, feel free to send them to us on Curve Digital Twitter, on Facebook, or straight to Lucky Mountains or Sumo on their social channels. We're happy to answer anything that we can. But for now,
Yeah, exactly.
Trev is
Watch us get
Yeah,
smashed
look
up
at
by
that.
Trev.
The
It's-
a new nemesis.
power slide took a lot of iteration to get right, so the goal was to have something that was easy to do but hard to master.
Yeah.
So that after it, so people would have to take the time to try and get the hang of getting that nose right on the apex and stuff.
yeah, there was a lot of discussions about getting that right. Yeah,
I remember playing through so many different iterations of that drift and just getting it right. Ha, only 2 people
So-
left.
this
Oh,
is
yeah,
a great
one of
track
those
actually
people.
for that. Oh, where is it one?
For me, Cubes.
Oh
Come on,
no!
let's
This
get-
stress is real now.
Slowing down.
Let's get it.
Oh!
Road.
Ah,
There we go.
okay, at least
Hey, is
I'm
that
hot.
Cubes? Is that Cubes?
No,
as well?
no, go away! No!
Power bombs.
Yeah.
Get him.
Oh no, he's gonna get
He
it!
got away.
Oh, well
Yes!
done. Well done.
I didn't even realise that was the final lap. I was just trying my hardest to get away from you all.
Top cop,
no.
Trev. Top cop.
Oh man. Okay, let's do Driver Explode. I'm going to be honest. I am rubbish at Driver Explode.
Do you want to pick a different track? Do you want to pick a desert track?
Yes,
Yeah.
let's do Treasure Desert. Anyone in
Maybe-
particular?
Casino one?
Casino Run?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
That's the one.
There you go.
'Cause that's one of the biggest, isn't it? It's one of the longest.
Yeah,
think.
this takes up almost the whole region. This was quite a test to get running on Switch, but yeah, we got it running nice and smooth.
So, do you want to explain Driver Explode? I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Right?
Yeah, like the title does do it, but I do feel, you know, for people who can't put 2 and 2 together, maybe.
So you've got to keep your speed up. You get shown on screen a minimum speed. So right now we have to be above 91 miles an hour. And as you go through checkpoints, that increases. So it's a race to try and maintain the maximum speed. And also barge everyone else out of the way so that they lose health or crash. So, let's have a look. So yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh, almost. I did drop a second as well.
Yeah, so if you go below the required speed, then you start to take damage.
That's good though. It's not a kind of thing that it's constant. Oh no.
I'm gonna last very long this time.
There's our reels. It's a nod to
Yeah.
which one was it? Sega Rally or Daytona? I forget which one now. Yeah, we go.
Daytona. It had the
Oh, and you
had the Sonic carved into the rock.
Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, great. It's
Oh,
great that you
sorry.
get a little bit of health for each checkpoint because that has saved me.
I am not going to lie. I am so glad that we don't have any more questions to ask right now. This is something I cannot lose any track or concentration on.
Yeah, I like this track because on this track you sort of go through a journey, don't you? You go through the city, then you go to the desert.
Yeah, there's a nice transition, a nice reveal
Yeah.
of the city. It was again the casino was kind of an afterthought. Originally, it was just design team. We just had more streets, and then I forget who said it now, but someone said, "Well, what if you drove through the casino?" And they were like, "Oh, yes, that'll." It just mixes it up, and yeah, again, it was fun. It was fun just to build the assets. I can't believe I'm still alive.
Watch you guys.
Uh,
Ice Cubes, you're going pretty fast.
I don't know how I'm keeping this up. Honestly, I am as scared. My eyes are. I need to blink, but I don't want to blink just in case. This is actually getting really intense for me right now, if I'm being honest.
So we have
No.
three different levels of. We've got 3 different levels of difficulty. With normal, and we've got hard and expert.
And I'm
So the
struggling
speed
on normal.
Yeah, the speed increases. So on some of the higher difficulty levels, it's really like a blur. You end up going so.
Yeah,
quickly.
it's the very tricky play on expert. We have a discuss it. We've got a GP mode as well.
That's right. Yeah.
So
Got
we've got
Grand Prix
4
mode.
different GPs, 3 difficulties for each.
No,
There's the
No.
jets.
no,
Oh,
Cubes, you've lost it.
no. I got it. I got back, but I came 5th. Ah.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, that's really I think that is a perfect time to end this call right now. Thank you so much, Trell and Martin. It has been a pleasure being able to ask you some of the questions and also race with you and maybe not beat you, but at the same time still learn some tips as I've been going along.
I won 1 race.
it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thanks.
But, and as Jack mentioned earlier, be sure to follow our social. Curve Digital itself has Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can come to our Discord where you can talk to other fans of Hotshot Racing and our other titles as well.
Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more Hotshot soon.